Hi, welcome to this lab, create a scheduled query rule in Microsoft Sentinel. As you can see, we're back at our Sentinel blade. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down underneath configurations. I'm going to select analytics. And this is going to bring up our analytics page. And as you can see here, we've got 4 active rules. I'm going to go ahead and click that create button. And from the drop down, I'm going to select scheduled query rule. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new scheduled query rule once this window pops up. So I'm going to call this new scheduled query rule add user added to Enrata. I'm going to go ahead and leave the description blank. Under the severity, we could change what type of severity we wanted. I'm going to leave it at medium. And of course, on the tactics and techniques, we could go ahead and we could modify and change this. Again, we'll cover this in a later video. We want to make sure our rule status is enabled. I'm going to click Set Rule Logic button at the bottom here. I'm going to go ahead and now add a query here. So I'm going to just type in audit. I'm going to select audit logs, where I'm going to say the operational name, and I'm going to say equals, and I'll just say add user. So this will pick up in Sentinel. As we come down, you can see we've got our entity mapping, our custom details, and alert details. Don't worry too much about the audit logs here on this query section, because we'll cover a little bit of KQL in our following labs. Under the query scheduling time, I'm going to change it from 5 hours to 5 minutes, and the same from the lookup data time from 5 hours to 5 minutes. I'm going to make sure that it's set to run automatic. And then, of course, I'm going to make sure I set the threshold to 0. If it's at 0, it means the rule will run automatically. We're going to group all the events into a single alert. I'm going to go ahead and click Next on Incident Settings. I want to make sure my incident settings are enabled, because obviously I want to run this rule. I'm going to go next on Automated Response. We're not going to add any automated responses. We will do this in a future lab. I'm going to go ahead and click Review and Create. This is going to go away and it's going to do a validation for us. I want to make sure that we get this green bar at the top saying that our validation has successfully met all the requirements. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And this is going to go ahead and save that query rule for us into our analytics pane or blade. And as you can see, there's my Microsoft rule that we've just created, that scheduled rule. If I move over to that scheduled rule and I click on this little hamburger menu, I could edit that rule, I could disable it, I could duplicate it, I could delete it, and I could actually do the rule run now and preview and see what happens. But that's how you create a basic scheduled rule in Microsoft Sentinel. So I'd like to thank you for viewing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lab.